The unconventional look of the Jeep Cherokee caused quite a stir when it was revealed at the 2013 New York Auto Show. As in, a lot of critics hated the way it looked. It was very progressive, modern, admits Mike Manley, head of the Jeep brand. But we needed to do that to break through the segment. With a tiered lighting arrangement and a pointy grille that were not at all like any contemporary Jeep, the Cherokee certainly stood out. But that was the intention, make an impact, as Jeep returned with a vengeance to the segment dominated by names like CR-V and RAV4. The strategy worked, with the Cherokee selling well and nobody mentioning the word styling ever again. It did what it was supposed to do, it called attention to the vehicle, says Mark Allen, head of Jeep design. But when it was time to develop the refreshed 2019 Cherokee, he was asked to significantly tamp down on the crossover boldness within reason. That is, the boss's direct words to me were, "On, take all the weirdness out of it," he says. The result is the 2019 Jeep Cherokee you see here, which bears a close resemblance to the Compass and Grand Cherokee. The less beaky nose improves aerodynamic performance, with Jeep traditional 7-slot grille now a vertical design between two traditionally shaped headlights. LED lighting is standard on all trim levels, avoiding some manufacturing complexity by having just one light unit for all versions. New taillights highlight the redesigned liftgate that now has its license plate and opening handle located midway up the vehicle. That not only makes for less weird styling, it improves the ergonomics of opening the liftgate. Also, the no longer concave panel will no longer produce upside-down reflections of the car behind in traffic. The liftgate is now a composite design, incidentally, which shaves 18 pounds of weight compared to the old one. On the fender, the pop-open fuel cap now hides a capless fuel filler. As before, the rugged Trailhawk will ride about an inch higher on a lifted suspension, with unique fasteners designed for better approach and departure angles. It also wears blacked-out trim instead of chrome, unique wheels, and functional red recovery hooks. Moving inside the 2019 Cherokee, Jeep interior chief designer Winnie Chung says that the air vents have been redesigned, the shifter and console reconfigured to offer more phone storage space up front, and that both the 7 and 8.4-inch touchscreens will offer Apple CarPlay Android Auto connectivity. The rear console now has an extra USB charge port for backseat passengers. Cargo space with the seats up has increased from 24.6 to 28.0 cubic feet, which makes the Cherokee far more competitive with rivals. Basically, Jeep removed the quirky and rarely used by customers storage bar on the driver's side of the cargo area, while also pushing trim pieces further out toward the metal bodywork that gave an extra 85mm 3.3 inches of width. Chung says you can now fit 2 pairs of golf clubs in the trunk, which wasn't possible before. There's more to this update than just new bumpers and interior parts, though. The 2019 Cherokee has lost about 200 pounds altogether. A new engine cradle cut some weight, as did lighter suspension components all round, and that aforementioned composite liftgate. On all-wheel drive models, too, mass was removed from the rear differential. All 3 engines, more on that in a second. Add new insulation covers to quell noise. The front suspension has been tweaked for better on-road ride and handling, and revisions to the crash structure mean the Cherokee will now pass the demanding IIHS small overlap crash test. The outgoing model rates marginal. Under hood, the new Cherokee retains its 2.4-liter inline-4 180 horsepower/170 pound-feet of torque and 3.2-liter V6 271 horsepower/239 lb-ft engines, both mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. New this year is a turbocharged 2.0-liter inline-4, good for 270 horsepower and 295 lb-ft. That essentially the same turbo engine as is now offered in the Wrangler, except the Cherokee won't have the 48-volt mild hybrid system available in the Wrangler. The turbo engine is to be offered on all but the very base trim level of the Cherokee. The 2.0-liter mill will almost certainly score the highest EPA figures, but the 3.2-liter will still get the highest tow rating, it currently listed at 4,500 pounds, which is why it remains on the roster alongside the turbo engine. The 9-speed automatic transmission is said to have new software design that improves drivability. When the Cherokee launched, the automatic was clunking and lethargic to pick gears. Fuel economy is slated to improve on all powertrains thanks to the weight loss and improved aero, though exact figures won't be announced for some time. All told, the 2019 Jeep Cherokee addresses 2 big areas that matter a lot to crossover buyers: roominess and fuel economy. And while the weird styling of the outgoing model didn't seem to hurt sales, softening the look should only serve to bolster the refreshed Cherokee appeal once it goes on sale later this year.